With inflation higher than ever, and even Spirit Airlines starting to cost more than $14, travelers are scrambling to find places to travel to that won't break the bank. Sometimes you think you found the perfect hotel, only to get ready to pay and realize that hundreds of dollars of taxes, fees, and resort costs turn $75 a night into $250 a night. But all is not lost. There are a shockingly large number of hotels that come in under $150 without feeling like a Motel 6. This list will look at 10 awesome hotels that feel higher end without the price tag. Number 10 is the Tuscany Inn & Suites in Las Vegas. They say the house always wins, but that's not necessarily true with this hotel. Rooms are as low as $50 per night, and the resort fees are only $45. With taxes and fees included, the cost of a room is less than $120. Like many hotels in Las Vegas, the goal is to get people gambling, so the hotel will surely make its money back the second you pull the one-armed bandit and pop a coin into that first slot machine. And the rooms are significantly nicer than anything else in that price range elsewhere in the country. That price gets you a full suite with living room area, sleeping area, and outdoor balcony. The hotel has several nice restaurants on the premises, a pool, of course it has a casino, and is a short 1-mile walk to the Las Vegas Strip. And though it's not included in the price, there is a spa on the premises where guests can take advantage of hot stone massages and steam rooms. Even with the resort cost added on, this is a steal. And if you're not a gambler, then you're really making out like a bandit. Number 9 is the Veranda Historic Inn in Sonoy, Georgia. You may wonder why anyone would want to stay in a random town in rural Georgia, but this hotel is more than just history. It earned its place in pop culture by being part of the fictional town of Woodbury on The Walking Dead. The entire town was largely run down and abandoned until the show decided to revive it for filming. Now, it's a thriving tourist destination for Walking Dead fans, but the hotel also has historical significance. Originally, the Hallberg Hotel in Sonoy was built in 1907 by C.F. Hallberg Sr. It served as a gathering place for Confederate soldiers and their families to reunite after the Civil War. The massive home operated as a hotel until 1930. The hotel suffered during the Great Depression and eventually closed its doors. The Hallberg family owned the property from 1906 until 1978, when they sold it to the Wood family. In 1984, the Woods opened it as a bed and breakfast inn, renaming it the Veranda Inn. This family-owned hotel comes in at right about $150 a night, and the room decor stays true to its historic past. Number 8 is the OOO Hotel in Memphis, Tennessee. This hotel, which claims to be your spot in the soul of Memphis, has rooms for around $115 a night. The best feature is its rooftop, where visitors can experience breathtaking views of the mighty Mississippi and the Hernando de Soto Bridge. Views of the sun setting over the iconic river and an hourly light show on the bridge after sunset add to its charm. Rooms range from junior suites to full-on living spaces with a separate bedroom and living area. The OOO is a popular wedding venue, so if you do decide to tie the knot in the land of Elvis, your guests can stay for cheap. Look out, Vegas. We know that you do Elvis weddings, but Memphis is way more authentic. And even better is the hotel's proximity to Beale Street. It's a mere 8-minute walk, so you can take in all the live music, but not have to hear it while you're trying to sleep. Number 7 is the Hotel Havana in San Antonio, Texas. There's no need to forget the Alamo here, as the hotel is just a 10-minute walk. Staying in the heart of any city can be pricey, but this is an exception. The prices range depending on the room, but some go for as low as $120. Built in an old colonial house, each room is uniquely decorated to reflect its name. You may be close to Mexico, but the vibe is all Cuba. This 27-room intricate architectural wonder will take you back to Cuba's pre-revolutionary 1950s glory days. With 2 dining options featuring pan-Latin cuisine and a shop on site, this is the perfect place to spend your money in San Antonio. The city is an eclectic mix of history, Southern culture, the Wild West, and everything that is supposedly bigger in Texas. This hotel may be big, but the price tag is low. Number 6 is the Hotel Le Marais in New Orleans, Louisiana. Staying anywhere in the French Quarter can be a real budget buster, but this unique hotel is the exception. On the weekends, the rooms are a little more expensive, but still only $200. But during the week, it's easy to find a room at this hotel for only $149. The hotel proudly boasts that we're your front door to the endless escapades in the French Quarter, on Bourbon Street, and all throughout the Crescent City. The hotel has an outdoor pool and beautiful architecture that always reminds you of where you are. This hotel is the perfect mix of high-end luxury hotel, but with the family-owned boutique-y feel. This is truly your gateway to the sights and sounds of New Orleans. Number 5 takes us to California, where a bottle of water costs more than $150. But not Hicksville Pines in Idlewild Pine Cove. Nestled in the woods of Mount San Jacinto State Park in Southern California is this unique and eclectic lodge. Prices run in the $120 range, and each room has its own theme. Book the Haunted Mansion room, the Christmas room, or a room called Nerds, 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 which looks like an old library. The Christmas Town room speaks for itself. Breakfast is included with your stay, and this is a gateway to the stunning views of the state park. There's even snow in the winter, despite its location in Southern California. This place offers all the fun of camping without the tent or the outhouse. There are recreational things to do without ever leaving the lodge, but who wouldn't want to hike through some of California's most stunning wilderness? Number 4 is the Sawtooth Hotel in Stanley, Idaho. Their rooms range from as little as $90 a night and go as high as $140. Stanley, Idaho is a 3-hour drive from Boise and has a population of just 116 people as of the 2020 census. You may now understand why it's so cheap. It's in the middle of nowhere, in a state that's already in the middle of nowhere. The 1985 Clint Eastwood movie Pale Rider was filmed out here, and once you see the breathtaking landscape, you will have no doubt as to why people come here. The hotel is reminiscent of a log cabin with snow-capped mountains as its backdrop. Dining at the hotel is also an experience. The food is all homemade and uses only fresh, local ingredients. The hotel even offers a Stanley bucket list with things that visitors can do that are unique to the area, like hiking to an unnamed alpine lake or exploring a nearby ghost town. Number 3 is Inn on the Cliff in St. George, Utah. This hotel is not for the faint of heart, as it's literally on the side of a cliff. The cost comes in right at $150, but may tip slightly over with tax, but is well worth it. In addition to being in beautiful St. George, Utah, this hotel has a rooftop pool and views overlooking an actual cliff. The rooms have large glass doors with stunning views in all directions. There's a restaurant on the premises, and guests can also dip into the rooftop hot tub. The area leaves little to be desired, with outdoor activities like hiking and mountain biking, spas, golf courses, and plenty of restaurants. For this price, you can see Utah on a budget, but still sleep in style. Number 2 is also in California, but this time up north. Of all the hotels that you definitely need to add to your bucket list, California's Featherbed Railroad Caboose is the quirkiest. It's exactly as it sounds, a train that's a hotel. Rooms are generally in the $140 to $160 range, depending on when you book, so this one just barely makes the list. This hotel in Clear Lake, California is a converted vintage train. The train carts are not connected, but are placed around the site, so you can still have some privacy without being connected to other guests. Stunning views of Clear Lake alone are enough to make you want to stay, but the price only adds to its desirability. You are in Northern California, so take advantage of the local wineries and restaurants, and then head back to your train cart at night. And number 1 is a truly one-of-a-kind experience. Go back in time to see what transatlantic travel from the 30s to 50s was like aboard the Queen Mary Hotel in Long Beach, California. The RMS Queen Mary is a retired British ocean liner that sailed primarily on the North Atlantic Ocean from 1936 to 1967. She's now permanently docked in Long Beach. Rooms can often dip below the $150 mark and can get to as low as $120 if you time it right. Just taking a tour of the ship is an experience within itself, but spending the night is a great way to experience the Los Angeles area while heading back to your ship's quarters by night. This luxurious hotel experience may no longer sail, but the money certainly won't sail out of your wallet. Do you have a unique budget-friendly hotel experience that you'd like to share? Let us know in the comments below.